unu se ye kwaso nyina no akwaya se bibia ye de toto mrase bedwafie ase ena Supreme Court no so be epeso ye no se me so me fie nie de me woka e de fa de ekoso e wo mrase bedwafie nie meaning so obi apeso ye na dwuma se de sitie. How do you reconcile it in a situation ye peso obi aye adwuma na Ghana ni bia enya so fa so wa bra entawantawa bia meda court no ene mrase bedwafie intem
entawantawa ndi aba because obi to me back court or the expert ba or file if either area 12:40 20 minutes to 1 o'clock. Now by 2 p.m. a whole Supreme Court with 5 judges, justices of the Supreme Court on a Friday afternoon are able to sit, listen to argument, enter judgment by 2 p.m. Kwame, unim send a Supreme Court registry.
Abba, but speaker say constitutional crisis be anywhere.
Any constitutional crisis is the Supreme Court that is creating the crisis. Because
Supreme Court?
Yes.
We a lawyer.
Me a lawyer, why? Me a lawyer.
Supreme Court they create.
Yes.
That's on your one baby near the assembly.
Yes. But there's a procedure assemble when you want a film.
A procedure by.
Procedure is you file a process ex parte. You the assemble but when you now there's a motion for injunction. The substantive writ is there. Yenyan serving yampo. No be the expert application about say stay of executioner. Stay of which execution? Which order did the court give? Which order did the court give for which you will be staying? You only stay a court order. You understand? Are you what they did? Does it amount to administrative review, judicial review? You understand?
Abusafo ani ntine mema mahwefo ni metiefo nyina akwaba ede aba eye 2K News and Blogs YouTube channel so abusafo as usual yaba ensem ahorwa ekoso ewo Ghana ha se yedi nkan de atom anim se ensem ye bekoso bia no efa eye abato chichirinchi abato kese ada Ghana fo nyina anim a ebekoso nyankopon ya adoma 7th December 2024 abusafo yedi nkan de atom anim se info bia befa eye abato bia no yenso beba yɛda ba beso me ahwefo ne atiefo nyina ne nyina ehu ensem a ekoso na abusua ene ensem a mensa aka no ano edene yenko ne enkotie sansem yi emfamre ba betena ase ne adi ensem no nkomo meso so adaroma ubu ne ndi kwa so wo eye comment bia obetimi di ato comment section ho ye wodia ano ama ho ate ede ama me na bibia so etimi ai kama abusua me din ede kwame gentle
etina Council of State for no mobile no neni so mobile mana debi is that what you say yes
in conform representing Council of State omuko e de no mfakra tienjuma because if you don't engage even the tertiary institutions you target those things for them to have an input because conforming FSHS anymore they come to the tertiary.
That's right.
So all the statutory bodies are operating at tertiary level, you must engage them. Then all the statutory bodies are operating at the secondary level, you must engage them. Even pre-secondary, you must basic school, you must engage them to see how are we going to combine basic and secondary. Can we do that so that who call class 1 you exit at secondary level? BC, you know, me first of all. Me say. So people will argue, and those things must be factored into the law. And the way Nyamra as whimsically.
Okay, so coming back to the issue, now Parliament, based on the speaker card the other time, it's a years and careful. Ono no said the cost win no, acquires a bibia yede toto mrasebe fiase. And Supreme Court no so be a person no say me fie nie. They me worker at the Fadi Ekoso, or Mrasabigafini. Meaning, so be up as well, Yenajuma said he sit here. How do you reconcile it in a situation? Yabeso be a year, Jumanagan and Ibia, and Yaso Faso Wabra, and Tawantawa be a meda, a court no, and name Mrasabigafie in them.
In Tawantawa and the Abba, because so be to me back court or the expert ba or file if either area 12:40 20 minutes to 1 o'clock. Now by 2 p.m. a whole Supreme Court with 5 judges, justices of the Supreme Court on a Friday afternoon are able to sit, listen to argument, enter judgment by 2 p.m. Kwame, unim send a Supreme Court registry.
Abba, but speaker say constitutional crisis be anymore.
Any constitutional crisis. It's the Supreme Court that is creating the crisis. Because
Supreme Court?
Yes.
We a lawyer.
Me a lawyer, Ane. Why? Me a lawyer.
Supreme Court they create.
Yes.
That's on your one baby near the assembly.
Yes. But there's a procedure assemble when you are a firm.
A procedure by.
Procedure and say you file a process ex parte. You the assemble but when him. Now there's a motion for injunction. The substantive writ is there. Yanyan survey yampo. No be the ex parte application about say stay of executioner. Stay of which execution? Which order did the court give? Which order did the court give for which you will be staying? You only stay a court order. You understand? Are you what they did? Does it amount to administrative review, judicial review? You understand? So, is
that the reason?
Can an ex parte application properly be construed to constitute an application for judicial review? Judicial review has to be done on notice to the person who took the decision to come and defend it. You see, but you are saying it should be stayed. There's nothing like a stay in respect of Speaker's declaration, announcement. What do you say? The announcement has been uttered, it's gone. With the air, it's gone. It's taking effect.
If it was an announcement, because let me tell you, marking. How did marking see say nay ruling? Because may assure say it is on the basis of
they are pointing it. They've used all sorts of language. Speaker only announced that given the evidence presented to him, the following have vacated their seat pursuant to Article 97(1) G and H.
So the word ruling, wine and a debate.
Is he a judge? Speaker, is he a judge?
Because argument in number as a speaker, maybe
and I'm saying, speaker, is he a judge? Speaker, with all due respect, is one of the most fertile legal minds in this country. Forget it. Oh, he may not be a Supreme Court judge, but who the Mrakba, who the Bako. Procedural law. There's no better authority than Speaker. Sir, there's no better authority. My culture said there are a group of people in this country. They be Riakoto lectures. Do you know why they do Riakoto? Because they claim that a certain Supreme Court in the life of this country in the past gave certain decisions that were horrible court decisions.
But a lawyer for one will come abroad for say. So the Supreme Court can always be guilty of giving horrible decisions. That's the point I'm making. So where a horrible decision?
It's a horrible decision. It's a horrible decision. I cannot argue for this decision anyway. It makes sense. So are you saying when a member of parliament dies, Speaker cannot announce it, and that when he announces it is unconstitutional? Because it's the same genre of activities. And there are two Article 91. In fact, 91.1. In fact, 97.2. The same article tells you, say, we are a member of parliament now who are now joining another political party. You can stay in parliament. But when it's a measure.
So it is political party me no account.
Thank you.
Say be NDC and NDP.
Yes. Yes. Not NDP or member of parliament. He will stay in parliament. That's not cross carpeting. That's a measure. The constitution tells you that under such a circumstance, the member can remain in parliament. So the framers are very clear as to what they are speaking to. This is just a food here we are on the buy. And it's pending. Look, I'm insisting, say that business is pending before Speaker. So when Speaker pronounces on it, then they'll go back to Supreme Court. So, motion on the breast Speaker says Speaker declare just a full seat. No, MIN what declare no is unconstitutional. One MPP for Subai.
It's young Ghana for we are caught up in the middle of all this. No,
that's all. Who constitution open Article 95.
95. Wabra will be young Ghana for caught up in all this. No, near question I say because the dream ye na and a people cry the 2 money I am say I saw from Muchia President Mahama the other time say they want no more casa obi a person come yeba near nyina from be got
na come you see so for no ya na bebre omo nka no kra baby a enkrofo so omo kan omo nim no e the NPP
mom ni enka omo
yes NPP say kan omo nim omo de oman no e di agro esan say ye de mra ahya munsa say mumu oman no mu ye de amumu pe say we nye nipa or ye de ope then I don't know what it is.
Okay. Article 95 now of 1902 Constitution. Also, the Speaker of Parliament of Ghana must be elected from among members of Parliament or people who are eligible to be members of Parliament.
Okay.
If the Speaker is elected from among members of Parliament, they must vacate their seat in Parliament, which triggers a by.
Thank you.
Wow.
Kind too. I don't know. Sir, if a decision is taken, the speaker has been elected, so his seat is vacated. Somebody will go to Supreme Court say, pronouncement says speaker has vacated his seat. No, it's unconstitutional. It's the same provision in 97.
Nada na law
95 too.
Oya mame. Nada na law baako brofo baako ejirejiremu bebre adai.
Say a person you do abroad itimiba. Itimiba. Because we practice what we call the common law jurisdiction. You can always have two opposing views on the same matter. That's the common law. We are not like the civil law.
But at least also share baby.
Thank you.
In the interest of Ghana.
Thank you.
I didn't see that side, you know.
People are serving their own interest, and people are. If you say it is only in Parliament, that political parties who fight for power are permitted by the Constitution to send representatives. So what happens in Parliament is not a joke. It's about partisanship. And the professor NDC for Monty Asiano, the judiciary is supposed to be functionally independent. These days we see MPP people be appointed, but they say they are functionally independent in TRT. The executive, you can elect an independent president, an independent person as president, who appoints his ministers without even using political party. You understand? But in Parliament, the political parties are to participate. So they go there with their political interest. So when they say MPP for NDC for Muntiasi, NTDRC, we are holding onto our interests and protecting it.
And your interest, and say, and Naka majority.
Majority.
Is that your interest?
But that's our interest.
Are we
not looking for power?
Majority.
When 7th January, if you need to 137 split. Yeah, the second in fact a man is also near 2020. A man money by 117.
Yeah.
Ufa baby emfa. And I cast any majority size. Okay. Almost all money.
Yes.
Do you know what Speaker did?
Kache.
Speaker took a letter from Andrew Esiama, independent member of Parliament, and I say he will do business with NPP. Doing business with NPP doesn't increase their number. Doing business with NPP.
So no one it is so
doesn't make him an NPP person.
So juma.
Yeah.
And no number no control.
Yes.
But MPP for the world.
Yes.
Thank
you. But Speaker, your interpretation said by that, it means he has increased their number. So they are majority. Speaker, so hey, we are the best. So they got a chance to elect majority leader. And now we DB now majority minority leader. It was because of that. And a chairman, sir, continue as majority leader. Even though He had 137 MPP elected members of parliament. The speaker made it possible. Because we are peaceful people. We could have said no. It doesn't increase their number. If I associate with you, it doesn't increase your number. But speaker said, let her now it has increased their number. So they got a chance to all the benefits about. So majority leader, they got it. Chairman of like 85% of committees. Omunya vice chairman. Omunya caucus leaders. Omunya nina.
But me kind nomenclature. Speaker you see here. Or from majority group.
Yes, but that's a group. That's a caucus. It's all about that. There's no one man caucus. There's no one man group. A group can only be a number. A caucus can only be a number. You understand? So speaker gave it to them, and they have enjoyed it.
But at the end, what majority?
It's about power. No, it's about power.
Everything
Or Supreme Court. Ni affidavit, no. You guys should read affidavit or the court. Affidavit paragraph 8. Paragraph 8 sub paragraph 3, for instance. Or say, Speaker's decision, if it's allowed to stand, it will hurt their government. 4. Or say, the MPP ruling party, which is in the majority in parliament, they have become minority. And that the NDC minority has become the majority. Paragraph 8, sub 4. And if this is not reversed, it will politically affect their government. The country will become economically ungovernable. They will become unpopular as a government in an election year. Apenyo said all this. Affidavit before Supreme Court. These are the things Supreme Court was told. He said, what if I in paragraph 3, he said what Speaker did in Parliament amounted to a coup d'etat. The court didn't find that the position scandalous and vexatious to have it struck down as part of that affidavit. They allowed it to stand.
Wow.
Referring to Speaker's conduct in Parliament as amounting to a coup d'etat.
Wow.
And also say NDC and the NDC caucus having become the majority will conduct what he labeled as parliamentary inquiries, numerous parliamentary inquiries. Into what? Into dubious government deals.
Did he use the word?
But what would me and Atu Force will be inquiring into? What will be? We'll be inquiring into dubious government deals. And I see those parliamentary inquiries can lead to chaos. Alban Bagbin said these things in the court.
Wow.
And it's our say, for instance, Okotra minority leader Kunyaso spiritually enya. On one kasa watuni who told that because he has gone to swear he has gone to swear before the court and someone wajiatum say already he's in the minority and he's their leader.
But at some back walk affidavit you what can't and say was it say NDC koso what majority now a bit must say yesikasem. Is that the reason to city to dollar yet 17 cities?
No, I see the country will become economically ungovernable. That is, they will bring dubious things I won't approve of. That's what it means.
Okay, now you say,